If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fuck.
Just cash.
Hey, what's up, E?
Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back. How are you today, Underrated?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing, man? I see we already got Make Money with Damon here. We got DP Will in here. We got Chachi up in here. Big Chach. Damn, Big Chachi been balling in the Discord, throwing up big monies. And we got Q Donkey in here already. And we got 10 likes already. E, what's up with that, bro?
Hey, it's a good start to the day. Love to see it. Love to see everyone hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Y'all know what time it is. It is just cash. Hey. Coming back for hopefully a better Taco Tuesday, man. Ooh, price
No,
picks
those-
with the stinkers.
This is what I do to Prizepicks when they give us their tacos. Fuck out of here, Prizepicks. Shitty ass tacos.
Yeah, but I will say, you know, eventually they're gonna hit a 3 for 3, so it's bound to happen. Last week could have been better. We shall see how this evening is, but all right, y'all know it's Tuesday, one of our bigger slates for college basketball. So without further ado, let's hop into it. But before we do that, if you guys do us a huge favor, if you haven't already, hit that like button for us. Help us fight the algorithms, get into the scene. We got March Madness right around the corner, so we know that YouTube's going to be hot. Looking up the search. Going to be a lot of college stuff going on. Also, look out for boosts and like promos and stuff like that. They should be throwing a lot of those at us probably the first week that starts up. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out whenever we do go live. Hop into the Discord. So we're on the links down below. 7-day free trial for anybody who's not a member already. All right. You ready, man?
Let's do it. I see you got a full board up there. What you got for us?
Yeah, we got a couple plays. First up, we got Trey Johnson, Texas, traveling out to Mississippi State in a nice, healthy 151 game total. We're going to be looking at the over his 20.5 points. Now, another player who just fits the bill for, ideal margins that we're looking at. One being the minutes this guy's playing. I mean, any kind of reasonably close game, you can pencil him down for 36 to 38 minutes. He's been playing, basically the entire game. So, love to see that. And the shot volume has just been out of this world. So, we got him coming off of a stinker against Georgia where they got smacked down. He only had 12 points, and the shot volume was a bit lower than his normal. He only had 7 field goal attempts, which is pretty crazy. But, we've seen him over the last, month and a half now. I would say on average, you could probably pencil this guy down for 15 to 17 field goal attempts. In a bounce back game, they definitely need to win here. They need to try make sure they shore up their positional. But yeah, bounce back game here, man. 7 field goal attempts. That's just so crazy for him. I love the production this guy has, and I mean, whenever they really defer to him, or when he gets hot, I mean, they just pass and pass and pass to him. I mean, this dude will take all the field goal attempts in the world if they let him. So I like this for the bounce back spot. I'm kind of surprised they actually didn't adjust his line too much from this last game, because I think he was a 20.5 this last slate as well. So they're pretty savvy on that end, but I don't mind it, man. If he goes out and drops another, I mean, at least 15 field goal attempt game, this guy's comfortably, walking 20 bomb. Reminds me of Sears a lot too. His home road splits are pretty marginal, nothing too different there, but we just need the field goal volume. That's it, man. That's the only thing that hinges on this player. So 20.5 points for Trey Johnson.
Big Trey. Get us there, Big
Apologies.
Trey. Huh?
Apologies if I sound a little nasally or anything. My allergies are just absolutely killing me today.
Oh. Apology accepted, I guess.
Just letting you guys know ahead of time.
He's such a nice guy, E. Can you just be mean for a minute? Try being mean real quick.
And give me about like 20 minutes into a game, and then get the old rage going.
I forgot that you do get mad during the games. Okay. All right, well, that's good. Yeah, Big Trey, man, that's a good one. I like him. Like you said, they just give him the ball. Hand him the ball. He's going to go. Whatever happened last game, I don't even want to begin to try to understand, but I'm fine with it. Though that's why they put his points down at 20.5, and all we got to do is see Big Trey be Big Trey. And like I was saying the other day, man, it's time to bet on these stars. They're going to go.
Yeah, 100%. All right. I'm just reading comments here real fast.
You're reading the you guess?
Comments?
He says you guess? That one?
Yeah.
What was the you guess about?
I don't know.
You must have said that you guess
sure
you're mean or something. Did I say? I don't remember now. Tell us what you're talking about, Luis. But yeah, make money with Dame. Fire emojis. DP Will, let's fucking get it. I said, what the fuck is fucking, man? We cuss around here. DP Will, cuss. I want to see you cuss, bro. Chachi's here. Chachi been joining the Discord last few days. Loving it. Let's get it, Q Donkey. And here we are, guys. Here we fucking are. Let's get this money, E.
Sweet. All right. Speaking of money, next up we got Big Danger, who came through for us big over. Was it Saturday he played last?
Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, was it Sunday? Man, that's a short turnaround for these guys. But yeah, man, Big Danger. Coach gave him the minutes, and he went out and did his thing. That's literally been the only thing that's held him back in any kind of capacity. Whatever that little spat was with him and Coach seems to be, water under the bridge. And he's out playing minutes, man. So looking for really that marquee high 27, 28 minutes at least a game. That's been, kind of the sweet spot for him. But this dude's been a beast, man. Absolutely just love the game that he brings, and phenomenal rebounder, but also really, really savvy as far as like being able to make cuts, get down low in isolation. The last 3 games, I mean, he's looked phenomenal. And it was literally just this one little landmine game where he didn't play the minutes. So, I mean, outside of that, I really like what he's bringing to the table. So 23.5 PR still feels a touch too low. I would say we'll probably end up seeing him maybe a little closer to like 25.5 PR in the last slate or two. But yeah, man, great matchup, phenomenal matchup. I mean, we got super green lights on both the points and the rebounds. My only concern would be maybe if the game gets a little too far out of control, if they just really, really blow them out here. But with it being on the road here, Memphis does like to play down to their competition, so we could definitely see the game be very close, which I'm hoping for. And this line, man, I just don't see anybody unless they're coming out to double team him, which I don't think teams can afford to do. The team just has way too many threats, like as far as offensive weapons, so they can't really afford to double team him. And if he gets in isolation again, I mean, this dude's going to cook. So I like it. 23.5 PR. Sign me up for that. And I will say also kind of shout out to, oh no, they bumped his line. Okay, never mind. Well, he was a bit more discounted for the fantasy line earlier, but looks like they have changed that now. But 23.5 PR looks like that's going to be the one for us. So let's
Nice.
lock it in.
Big danger. Let's go, baby. Yeah, he's been a force, man. Like you said, all he needs is the minutes, and he should be able to get there. The team they're playing is poop. So 23.5 PR is obviously a little higher than last slate, but still pretty low for him, it seems. And the you guess, I guess, was me saying something to your apology. I guess you said, maybe I say I guess and don't even notice. But thanks for pointing that out, Luis. I don't even remember. But you must have apologized for your allergies, and I was like, I guess. I don't know. I guess I did that. See, I say I guess, and I don't even notice. Q Donkey says Murray Boyle's fantasy. That's interesting. I don't know if you want to look at that now or later, but he threw that up there, and Chachi got a few plays for sure. We'll get to a little bit later. But if you want to look at Boyles, I know you always like him, and checking out that fantasy between the two sites might be interesting. And Ant the Kid.
So
Ant the Kid's here. Let's go.
Well, if we're going to play him, it's definitely going to be the fantasy on Prizepicks. They got him at 35.5. Let me see if that changed. Pretty big difference. 35.5 there is a little bit more palatable. The 38.5 is extremely high. And just a heads up, this Georgia game does start at the top of the hour. So if you guys are getting any exposure in that, just keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, which is this guy anyways. Yeah, the 35.5, I mean, I would consider this. It is definitely a step up from this last game where we got him at 32 flat. So 3.5 point tax there, a bit much. I mean, I like him, man. This dude's been unstoppable at home, but it is a bit more of a tougher matchup. So let's keep that in the back of our head. Man, this guy's been a beast at home, though. 88% on the season. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I think it's definitely still tolerable to go back to that. I would not play it on the Underdog, but Prizepicks at 35.5. Yeah, I would do that.
There we go. Bingo! And guess what else? Big E2's here.
Yo, what's good, man?
Big E2's here. It makes me want to hit the gunshots. He said, hey, guys, long time no see. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Ant the Kid's here, too. He says, Ace Bailey over 15.5 points. Your favorite player, Ace Bailey.
Yeah, I'll never play him the rest of the season, man. He can do it. He could get there. I mean, it's a reasonable spot. I think he's going to be more than likely scoring up with TKR on the other side. So, he gets Lawyer. I mean, Lawyer's not the best defender, but
shit on Lawyer, bro. They won't let Lawyer guard him. I don't care what it says across that line. They're going to be like, Lawyer, get out of here. Somebody else got to guard him.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Ace get guarded by TKR here, and they switch up Lawyer, Cox over here. Man, I just don't trust Ace. I mean, he's only hit this, twice in the last, month now.
What's Lawyer's name
He
again?
could do it.
What was Lawyer's name? Last name?
The Big Cox.
Okay. I want to get that in there. There we go. All right.
Yeah, you heard it.
I thought you said that. I was just making sure.
I mean, he did put up 17 points the first time they played Purdue, so it's totally doable. But that was also on 15 field goal attempts. And did Harper play that game? Yeah. Okay. Harper was playing.
He was hurt, though. He's only had 6 points.
Yeah.
Or half sick or some shit, probably.
He could do it, but that came off of the back of 15 field goal attempts, which he has only done once in the last month. And it also was 4 of 9 from 3, which he has not done.
You know what it is? You know what it is about him, bro? He could definitely do it. Obviously, we know he can, but man, his line should be 13.5 for how shitty he's been playing. His line should be 12.5. It's just Ace Bailey, so they have it too high. I swear. Because he's, like you said, bro, last month, what the fuck? He hasn't even been...
What's in this? Where's this usage rating going? This guy should be at least a mid to high 20% usage rating, at least.
I think they're just finding other players on that team to take up the usage, and teams are just keying on him a lot, not letting him get the ball as much and covering him closer than before, all that extra. I don't know. And he's off at the same time. So,
well, this guy too, Tyson Huff. He's been kind of sprinkled in and out of the not only the starters but just the minutes allotment that he gets per game. And sometimes he's definitely a pain in the ass because he is another 3-point shooter that they can kind of sub in. But I mean, you see the last 3 games, he's playing almost 20 minutes or cracked 20 minutes in 2 out of them. But very, very back and forth with some of his, rotational stuff. So hard to say, man. I feel like at this point in the season, I mean, it's really Dylan Harper or bust. Like all these other guys on the team are so untrustworthy, very unreliable.
Mhm.
And even though they did keep the game kind of close the first time, that was at home. Purdue's been a whole nother monster at the house. I mean, they are just absolutely beating teams into the ground. So I don't know about that one. I don't know.
I kind of like Dylan again, but I don't know either. It's a little bit difficult to be confident, but he's definitely going to give it his all. It's that time, man. It's that time. I can feel it. I'm good with the overs. Look at, as you notice, look at all that green except for the turnover one, and that's basically doesn't count if it's an over or under on the turnover plays. And speaking of that play, Big E2 says, "Yay! Cockbrenner turnovers." What was his name, E?
Who, Ryan?
His last name.
Oh, you said it.
Well, you can't even say his name now? What the hell, E? Come on, man.
Big Ryan Cockbrenner.
Wow. He got made fun in
Yeah.
school, for sure. Yeah, anyways, we want to get back to the list, or Chachi got a bunch of questions here. Maybe we can flip through them after. But I didn't skip you, Chachi. I just try to get them all together so we can do it at once. Okay.
Yeah, we'll sprinkle them in here in the mix.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the next play. We got Ohio State playing up against Nebraska. Nebraska notorious for giving up the threes, and one main play, but I think 2 different players just to talk about. I mean, Ohio State by and large has been pretty much just these 2 guys doing most of everything. So Bruce Thornton, 16.5 points, still feels a bit low. The guy's playing, I mean, again, another high minute player. A lot of games with 39 and 40 minutes over the last couple. So very, very well locked into the minutes. And another player who has a bit better home road splits. So with him, does play better at the house. And in this matchup, he had a bit of a subpar game the first time that they met. And he only put up 12 points, but it was also a really terrible 3-point efficiency from him. He didn't have a single 3, which is kind of crazy. But in a game, we're assuming he's going to get at least 2 threes here, which just out of curiosity. Ooh, that's at 1.5 as well.
Big Bruce.
Yeah.
Big Bruce. Don't hate on Big Bruce, E.
Small shout out to this as well, because I didn't even realize he had a 3-point prop, but he gets to the line a lot, and especially in, down the stretch in free throw or icing time, he's usually one of their deferred players to get those. So I still like the points straight up over that, but yeah, man. Good matchup for him. We just need him to be a little bit more aggressive. The only, I would say, small red flag is he's still been a bit more passive in the first half, and playmaking has obviously been more on the rise over the last month. So he is more of kind of a mixed bag as far as like facilitating and shooting. But I think with the 3-point upside, and if he's going to be getting any kind of icing free throws, that could be extremely huge down the stretch. But I love the minutes. I love the matchup. And in these rematch games, we usually see a different player kind of take a step forward. So I know the first time was Mobley, which also player, shout out real fast, Mobley, his 2.5 threes, I think is better than just the straight up points. Okay. He moved to 14.5. He was at 15.5 earlier. That's interesting. See, it's only on was it FanDuel?
Mm-hmm.
Prizepicks got him at 15. Does Underdog even have him? Yeah, okay, 15.5. Well, that's interesting. So maybe we can get lucky and that'll come back down to 14.5 before lock. But yeah, both of these guys, phenomenal 3-point spot. I mean, like I said, Mobley lit him up the first time. He had 21 points. He had 5 threes against them. So it makes sense. But in the rematch game, I think we're looking at a little bit more of Thornton and then Mobley kind of as the hedge.
I like it. Can't be mad about it. And I was gonna say something,
Yes,
but I
sir.
forgot. You know, I was gonna say something and I forgot. Oh, I was gonna give shout out to people watching right now because you guys are fucking killing it right now. We have 20 people watching and 19 likes. I've never seen a ratio that high. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank
It's
you.
amazing.
Yeah, the likes are what we need up in here. The likes help us out. If you haven't hit the like yet, hit the like, please. We would appreciate it very much. All right, TE, you may continue, sir.
Yeah. So just looking at the Chachi was asking about Butler under 21.5 PRA. Yeah, it honestly, LSU's been playing pretty decent defense. Mostly they're just kind of playing slow, so they are dragging the pace and the total down a little bit. Let's look at the game total. Ooh, 156. That's pretty spicy there. I didn't realize it was that high. Butler though, I don't mind it. He did come back and play full minutes this last game, so let's do keep that in mind. He was injured. He was kind of back and forth with the minutes, but he did come back full force this last game, mostly competitive game against Auburn. He played 32 minutes, so I mean that is something to kind of think about.
I want to throw.
He's not really.
I want to throw one thing into that too, E though, because I was looking at this yesterday, and last game I believe he had a little more shot attempts because Owe got in foul trouble. That's what I was just looking. So I think that could help us with the under too. Maybe he'll be a little less active. Jackson's out for the season though. That's the scary part. That's why I passed on it.
Right. And that's the only thing that's kind of given me a slight bit of pause because of, as you mentioned, I was going to say he's not really shooting that much, and that was holding true up until this last game. But with Robinson being out, that's a little bit more scary because that could also solidify the minutes. Like he could be, just locked into playing at least 30 minutes, whereas most of the season there was some sketchiness. Like he could play, subjective minutes, but now with that being the situation, that is a little scary. The assist kind of took a drop off, which is also interesting. I mean, that's got to directly correlate with the scoring upside. He didn't have any assists, and I mean, he's their main playmaker. Interesting. I will say that's got to make his turnover value skyrocket a lot if he's either shooting or being the primary playmaker or both. I don't mind it. I definitely. Oh man, his fantasy is up there too. The fantasy I would even consider because I mean this dude comes with a lot of turnover downside, as you can see. The steals are a bit back and forth, but hasn't really been that locked in on the defense like he was in the first part of the season. So I'm not mad at it. It's just this unknown minutes right here. Like, is he going out and playing 30 plus again, or can you wheel him at one of these lower marks? I don't know, man. I don't know. Tough call there. I'll leave that one on you. But it's not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
All right. What's the next one?
Questions in the chat. If I go in order, we did. Let's see. Butler. Yeah, Wusu. Dylan. Adi. Don't know how to say Wusu. Under 20.5 PR.
Another player literally in this exact same situation was coming back from an injury, on and off. So this feels exactly like Davian McKnight when we played him a couple times. I was very much in favor of taking this under, but he kind of turned it around the last two games. So I will say that is throwing up a bit more of a red flag. Could be just a flash in the pan. Maybe he's just coming back from that time off and get back in the starting role. But he did play 37 minutes in both games, so I think he's got to be back 100%. Field goal volume, double digit again. 18 field goal attempts, I think that might be a touch high, but he did have 13 free throw attempts this last game too, so slightly concerning there. He is an RA monster. I will say he was very capable of that earlier this season. It's just really the scoring. If he can be efficient there, he's going to be a dangerous under, but I don't know, man. These last two games, I would say give me a lot of pause for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. CJ Cox, 13.5 PRA over. Chachi says.
PRA?
Oh, yes. PRA, 13.5 CJ Cox. Maybe he... Yeah. Sorry. And anyone else has any questions, throw them in the chat, and E will take a look at them. If you wish. We're at 20 likes. We only need 5 more for good luck. We're getting that today, guys. That's what's up. All right, CJ Cox. Hold on a minute.
Pause.
All right, there we go. It's a lot of pausing
Yeah,
today.
he definitely plays better at home, but just a very unreliable, streaky shooter. Most of it, his PRA production is kind of coming off of the points, but man, even that's not reliable. Like the first half of the season, it was all points, and then now it's RA in the back half of the season.
Pass.
Points kind of all over the place. The thing that just sucks about Purdue, it's honestly just the TKR and Braden show, and then any of the other guys, if you get a shot up, good for you. But if not, probably not play by design that they're going to any of these other dudes. Fletcher Lawyer is about the only other guy, not Lawyer. What is his name? Yeah, Fletcher. He's about the only other guy. I would say he's their true third, just because this guy can actually hit a three, and he's like one of their primary or secondary 3-point shooters. But yeah, I mean, it's literally just TKR, Braden, this guy, and then maybe the other guys get some shots up. I mean, we know first this dude has like a 5.5 point line and struggles to get that.
Pass.
DP Will says LM fucking ass. Oh. Hell yeah, DP Will. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Keep that cussing up, bro. Cuss around here. Let's see. We did Ant the Kids question. How about Cardenas? 16.5 PA over.
Now the PA I would consider. I know some people keep getting trapped in with the points, man. I swear it looks good every time, and this guy just absolutely craps the bed. Now he did give him the business the last time they played. Game was able to thankfully stay close, so the starters didn't lose out on minutes. It's on the road, so I mean it should stay a lot more competitive, at least in the first game did. I don't mind him. Sometimes this dude just gets a little too passive. That's the only problem with him. He can definitely rack up the assists though, which I think is 6.5 is still pretty fair. They don't dare drop him at 5.5. That would be a snap play, but 6.5 is still pretty fair. The only thing about him is just the shot volume, man. We just need him closer to the double digits. If it's single digits, he's going to have to be extremely efficient from three again. I don't mind it, though. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Trying to Google him up real fast. Yeah, see. Still a pretty low volume shooter, so you are banking on extreme efficiency. He hasn't had a game crack over 20% really since like the end of January. 2 different games with double-digit field goal attempts. That's not bad. He's kind of living at this 7 to 9 range, though. Really, I would say probably 9 for most nights. It is a decent 3-point matchup. No, it's not a good 3-point matchup. It's all right, man. I feel like this guy just is such a letdown every single time that he's been on the radar for anybody. Because I remember this day, everyone was super high about him on one of these 2 slates, and he just absolutely crapped the bed.
C-Dot says, way too many cocks on this stream for me today.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it'd be like that.
Pause.
Sausage party, huh? All right. You want to get back to your plays, or you want a couple more, get through these Chachi plays? You got a couple more. Up to you.
Yeah, let's talk about our next play real fast. We'll talk about the next 2, actually, and then knock out some more questions and comments for you guys. But Chad Baker Marza, next up, looking at over, in particular on Prizepicks, they had him at 12 flat. Let me see if that moved. Yeah, so he's still at 12 over here. Most of the sites got him at 12.5, but the points, and I will shout out also the PRA look pretty low for him at 17.5. But this guy's been a bucket, man. The only thing for him has really just been the minutes, and we saw that one game where he got benched, and he was a smash. Or which game was that? One of these two games he got benched, and then coach ended up bringing him back off. And now though, we get a little bit of injury news today. Looks like Denver Jones possibly out today, so that could help solidify some more minutes for him. But since he moved back in the starting lineup, I mean, the field goal volumes looked really nice. We had double digits the last 3 games straight since moving back into the starting lineup. And the usage rating too. I mean, this guy was a reasonable usage person, but 20 plus in the last 2 games now, and almost 20 in this game too. So I like it, man. He does a lot for this team, and if they're going to try and focus on Broom, which a lot of teams have been doing lately, they were really just trying to take away Broom from the team as a whole, as far as like being an offensive, scoring upside. So they are going to be looking for some of these other players to pick up the slack, and he's a perfect candidate for it. So looking for another 29 plus minutes out of him would be ideal. Keep the hands to himself. I will say small downside with him. He can come with a little bit of foul trouble, but I like the production, man. I like the mixed bag shooter, 3 points, getting to the free throw line, and just from the field in general. So, yeah, man.
Got to do it. It's low. It's low for him, especially 12 on Prizepicks. Give me that. Give me that.
Yeah.
And Ayo's here.
Yeah. So,
Ayo's here, E.
Hey, yo, what's up, man?
He says, who's riding the cocks today?
Riding or dodging them, I don't know, man. We're still trying to figure it out.
It's 2025. You do whatever you want to do, I guess. He says, who's riding the cocks today? He meant the Gamecocks, guys. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter.
Oh, yeah, those two.
And he said, we're all D-Gens united as one. Beautiful. All right. There we go.
Okay, so let's talk about the goggles. Big Robbie, man.
Do you have to have a picture of Big Robbie, though? Or no picture?
I do not. I wish I did, though, man. Actually, hold on.
If you guys have a second, Google this dude's name and look at his pictures. It will make you want to bet on him right away. I watched his highlight tape, too, yesterday. Look at that dude. Hold on. That motherfucker right there. Let me zoom in on him. Come on, bro.
This doesn't look like a baller right here.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
It looks like
some goggles and everything.
Little kid in his Halloween costume or something. Holy shit. You know what I thought of yesterday, though, when I was looking at his props and his stats and shit? I was like, oh, actually, this dude is really good. He just plays this little character. It makes people give him attention. Know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's smart.
He's a goofy guy, to say the least.
He's goofy, but he goes all the way with the goof. He lives with it. He's like, fuck it, bro. Napoleon Dynamite was a great movie. I'm going. I love it. I love him. Let's go, Robbie.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, the guy can play some ball. I mean, he's over the last 20 games now. I mean, he's been averaging 19 points a game, and still just little mini joker. Guy's been racking up the RA. Very, very solid facilitator. I would say the rebounding could be a little bit more consistent, but they run a lot of offense through him. So we do also see the turnovers come with it. I will say small shout out to his 2.5 turnovers today. He's been very, very consistent with the road games. But yeah, the points, man, still feel too low for him. He was somebody who we saw more recently. He was all the way up to 18, 19.5 points at one point during this little stretch here. But ton of volume for this guy. I mean, minutes are typically pretty secure, barring any foul trouble or just massive blowouts. But I like it. Another situation for key players playing down the stretch, and still a game that they need to win here. So I like him. And Big Cheeks on the other side. He does not scare me at all. That guy is a pretty awful defender.
Hell yeah. Betting on Robbie makes my whole day right. Come on, Robbie. Get this done for us. Get over the line, Big Rob.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So before we hop into that one, let's get caught up on a couple more. I think... was it Jamari Thomas was going to be the next one? Yeah,
Jamari Thomas over 11.5 points. Ant the Kid. And guys, we're at 21 likes. We only need 4 more likes for good luck on our bets today. Let's get to that 25, guys. If you haven't hit the like, please do so. 4 away. So easy. We got this.
Yes, much appreciated. All right, so Jamari, he's an interesting player. He was definitely someone who I had interest in during this little stretch here. He kind of disappointed me, I believe, this one game. It was against Kentucky. Yeah, this game, I believe his points were at 12.5 at that time because he was coming off that little heater. But a really solid player. I mean, the minutes could be a little bit better. I will say, I don't know why coaches kind of dialed him back a little bit over the last month now. So that is somewhat of a red flag to look at. But the shot volume's been pretty solid. He's obviously a solid rebounder. They kind of play him more as like a small forward. So he's pretty active in a lot of, the RA potential, just in general. But the scoring, I don't mind that. I might lean a little bit more towards like the PRA, or even if they had his fantasy, that would be nice. This guy gets a lot of steals, but they don't offer his fantasy too often. So, the points PRA, either one, I can see that. I just hate the minutes, man. I don't know what's up with the minutes or him and coach or whatever they got going on, but that's a little scary.
Ayo says big cheeks pause.
Big cheats.
Big cheeks pause. Alrighty. Phelps 20.5 PR. Under. I know we've gone under Phelps in our lifetime, and it hasn't turned out too well for us, I remember. It started off one of our happy Sundays. Or Saturdays, I should say. 22 likes, guys. 3 more to go. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough matchup for him. I mean, we know Auburn's no joke. The only thing about him, though, is he's not a high three-point shooter, and that's something that Auburn has been lights out against, is limiting scoring from the outside. So, I mean, he could definitely cook us a little bit on the free throws, but I don't mind it. I will say it is a pretty fair line, so I'm kind of surprised that they actually left him at 14.5 and not 13.5. 13.5, there's no way I could play the under on that, but I don't mind. I don't mind it, man. I was looking at somebody to go under for this game, or at least their point, scoring upside, and that was the highest line they did offer. So it's right there on the line for me, man. I don't mind it. I will say I definitely don't mind it.
All right.
Yeah. You can see even DraftKings or FanDuel, they have him also. The 13.5 looks appropriate. The -130, that should be his line.
Okay, cool. So 14.5, good value on that under. Jaden Bradley, 21.5 PRA. Are you still looking at him? Oh, you were trying to check your little hot streak. I see you.
Yeah. See if they got a little something different over there. They keep opening the props overnight. They didn't do it last night, man. I was so mad. They only had, I think, like 8 players or something like that through the night, and then wake up and there's 140.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Better get that coffee.
Right.
Jaden Bradley, 21.5 PRA under. Chachi likes these unders. Let's see what we got.
I don't think that one's honestly a bad look. He's been really kind of flirting with it a little bit more over the last month. These games where they were on the road a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, Houston, tough game. Baylor on the road, no surprise. I don't mind it. I would say Bradley is probably the more likely guy to go over. Caleb Love had himself a pretty damn good game the first time that they played. So we do need that at least to continue, but I could see him going under this.
Nice. That one reminds me of he had a play a couple days ago that was a nice PRA under. Let me put it with Brickus, I believe. Forget what it was.
Oh, Jalen Lake?
Yeah. This is similar to that. I guess Lake's way worse than Bradley, though. Bradley can do decent. But Love's been taking over a lot, it seems. So that's why this one looks a little bit better, too.
Yeah. Love has definitely been the guy down the stretch. I mean, he's been playing some insane ball lately.
I think this is his last year, so he's He's trying to get it in so he can go to the Australian League or something.
Yeah, he just needs to be more consistent, man. I mean, this back and forth stuff is not pretty.
Yeah.
I would be really tempted, maybe even consider going on under him too, because his lines are pretty high. I mean, 18.5 is pretty damn high.
I know it's funny. I don't do unders anymore, though. I shouldn't say I don't do them anymore, but in college at this moment, those star players like that, I'm not even trying. And I did it without telling you yesterday. I went under Cooper Flagg's PRA 34.5 because they had him way too high on Bowl. He said he laughed at that. I think he got like 45 PRA yesterday. Went crazy on me. I was like, okay, well, that settles this. No more unders. So.
Yeah, didn't he have like 30 something real points?
Yes, bro. He went fucking crazy. And he had a slow start too. He just took over.
All right, 28 points.
Oh, 28.
They had somebody who got ruled out late though, didn't they? Seen somebody.
I don't remember. Ooh, we're at 23 likes, guys. Holy moly. We only need 2 more. 2 more thumb pushes. Or
Hell yeah.
pointer finger, however you hit your likes. I feel like I use my thumb mostly. Pause.
Hey.
Q Donkey
Maybe?
says Cockbrenner. Speaking of pauses.
Pause.
R.A. Cockbrenner R.A. Do you want me to say his name again?
If you feel the need to.
No, I think you got it. R.A. for him. Q Donkey says. And E2 says, yo, CMB Fantasy, Robbie Point's a good 2-picker? Is it? Why not?
Yeah, I think so. Are we going to add CMB Fantasy?
It's up to you. You're the fantasy king, and CMB has worked out for you. I guess it's just the matchup and how high the numbers are. I don't know. I don't play fantasy as much to be able to make that decision, but it's up to you.
I mean, he just needs to get them stocks, man. If he didn't get any stocks, I think relying on him to score 20 points might be a bit of a stretch.
I think the play on Prizepicks E2 would be play his fantasy because that's the best value, and then I think Baker Mazzara's 12 points is the best value, at least on Prizepicks. You can get all that in on one play. That's what I would do. Just throwing that out there. Never know though. It's betting, but that seems to make sense.
He's probably asking to with this game starting in 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah. CMBZ.
Yeah.
E2 says, I think you should, E. He's talking about putting him on the list.
For CMB?
CMBZ. I'm gonna play him right now. If it's only 12 minutes, I'm gonna play that with damn, I already played Bunk Baker. Oh, is there a stupid taco I can do? Piece of shit taco?
Oh yeah, there's the NHL taco.
All right, well, it missed last
12
time.
minutes
Could
for
it
that.
miss again?
I mean, it's possible. Nashville's a pretty shot-heavy team, so I would hope not.
Okay. E2 said, KK bet, thank you, you are. Big you are too. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I mean, we could post that if we wanted.
What's that? Yeah, why not?
The taco and that.
It's up to you. Mine's $5, but I'm going big. That's all they let me do, guys. $5. So we don't want to give you any more money. So it's fine. Fuck you and your tacos.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Why not?
All right.
We ain't even got to we don't even have to add it to the list. I mean, you only got 11 minutes, so we just do it here.
All right. I'll play it, screen it, put the link up in the Discord, and we'll get on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm with it.
2 more likes, guys.
All right. Well,
2 more likes, guys. And if you're not on the Discord, jump in the Discord, guys. Oh, man, we're going to have such a good end of the season and then right on to WNBA. Woo-hoo, it's going to be dope. All right, what you got there, McNeely?
yeah, let's talk about McNeely and more recent look from the Virginia. Yeah, I mean, man, this dude's been shooting a ton, and it's crazy to see a player who was just recently at 10 and a half and 11 and a half points. They got him up to 15 and a half now, which is obviously way more appropriate, but this dude's been shooting and shooting a ton of threes, more so than anything. It's a great 3-point matchup. I mean, this guy has been lights out at home, especially shooting the three ball, 80% on the season so far. And I mean, if they can get into his face and maybe get into his head a little bit, kind of slows him down. But this dude's really established himself as the lead shooter for this team coming down the stretch. And it's pretty crazy to see his shot volume coming up to the levels that it has been lately. I mean, somewhere between 12 to 15 field goal attempts is pretty crazy. A large majority of them, again, are coming from three. So, I mean, very consistent. Pencil him down for 9 points, almost from three at almost every home game, honestly. But just bridging the gap between that, I will say he's been getting to the free throw line a lot more lately too, which I love to see. And for a player, just a mixed bag shooter, he's playing a ton of minutes. And yeah, man, I mean, this is crazy. Especially over the last couple games here, almost playing 40 minutes a game is pretty exciting. But couple that all together, I mean, this team's basically just he is putting their team on his back. So I assume that's just going to continue. There's only 2 games left for this season anyways, so not really expecting much of a dramatic change, and 15 and a half still feels pretty low. So I like it. I think we're going to ride one more time at least.
Sounds good to me, man. He's been the better McNeely in the last week or so let's get it. 15 and a half's not too high for him. You just got to play a good game. Florida State's not the scariest defense, so keep feeding them. I like it. Cockbrenner RA. Did you talk about Cockbrenner RA, or did I just want to say his name again?
Pause.
No, we didn't really talk about it. I mean, it's not a bad play. He had 12 in their first game they played. I don't mind it. I'm not in love with it, but I don't mind it. The dude's just been shooting a ton. He's more focused on this. It's kind of crazy to see his point line all the way up to 19 and a half.
For real. And you're not jumping for the under either, because it is that way, man. They're feeding their players in these situations. Star players getting the ball, trying to get these W's by any means necessary. It's so funny. I switched on to some NBA the other day, and I was just watching them just fucking lollygag up and down the court, fucking playing defense half-ass, just shooting threes. It's like, what is this? All-star game? No, it's a normal NBA game. Switched it over to the college game. Dun, 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 fans. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking cheers. Woo-hoo-hoo. Players running all around, going crazy, sweating, jumping around, diving in the stands. Bands playing. Went back to NBA. Pretty weird.
Good times. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we got one final play. It is still on the same person here. So let's talk about his under 2.5 turnovers. Shout out to Big E2. Brought it up last night. We were looking through stuff, and
oh hell yeah,
it was interesting. So I know, and it's funny because both you and Eric also brought this up at 2 different times. You brought it up here, I remember, in this St. John's game for the under, which he unfortunately did me dirty there.
No. But what happened in those two games there, E? What happened in these last 2 games? Why did he have 4 and 3?
I mean, mostly just with the usage rating really coming up. I mean, the guy's just taking so many shots a game, and the more the ball in hand, more likeliness that he could have turnovers. The matchups too were fairly reasonable for turnovers. I know the DePaul one was a really likely to have turnover matchup, so getting 4 there, not too surprising. But this last game, I think that was more of just obnoxious product of the game. I mean, they were up by so much. He should have honestly even saw more of a reduced minutes than he did. So coach kept him right at 35 here. But 2.5 is just, I mean, honestly, way too high of a line for him. He's been at 1.5 for damn near the whole season. I know they tipped him back to 2.5 here and then took him off, and he went all the way back down to 1.5 after that. So even though, yes, coming off of 2 games with back-to-back high turnovers, we should see some positive regression to where the rest of the season. Again, hey, this will be your first time, but this dude hasn't had consecutive games with 3 or more at all this season, except for these 2 times. So if he has 3, that'd be a season first.
Okay. I'm liking it. Nice find there, E2. We got a couple more questions here Q Donkey has if we want to finish it off with those. And guess what, guys? We hit 25.
Hey, let's go.
That's what's up.
Love to hear it.
You guys are the shit.
All right. So, see, he was asking about Igor. What was it?
Yeah. Assists.
Oh, Igor assist. Okay, yeah. No, this is kind of surprising. I was definitely trying to figure out why he was plus money, because I know for a fact that he was at 5.5 assists last game, and it was a slightly favoring the over, if not at least close to just even money. But yeah, this dude hasn't been at 4.5 assists, and I don't know how long. It's been a minute, like way back in here. He was at 4.5 assists, but very, very capable. I mean, you can see he averages closer to 6 assists on the season. I think, yeah, the home road splits are a little bit more 50-50, so nothing special there. They haven't played this season, which is kind of surprising, but I don't mind it, man. I think just in general, it feels like it's a point lower than it should be. He should be at least at 5, but 4.5 is pretty generous, especially for plus money, man. That's real interesting.
Iowa State must be the reason, huh? They just have it a little on the low side because Iowa State matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to imagine, and
BYU,
it's got a pretty nice little game total though.
Yeah, I mean, anything that I've been worried about matchups lately, if it's a little bit scary, I just say fuck it. It doesn't matter at this point. BYU is going to be going all the fuck out. He's a freshman, also going to get drafted in a lottery pick, or at least top 15, I want to say. Assists, I mean, I don't know, 100%. It's been tough just taking assists or rebounds in general, but it is low for him. And plus money does make it appealing.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he's at plus money.
It's funny,
Yeah,
BYU's been playing a lot better than I thought they were. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, they've been surprising some teams, and I mean, for honestly a team of, I wouldn't say nobodies, but kind of close to a bunch of nobodies. I mean, they've been playing really good, both between Mag, Saunders, and Igor has this, back and forth scoring games, but he's been very consistent with the playmaking. Yeah, cool. I could get behind that one. That's not bad.
All right, and our last question of the day, Shellstad turnovers. And it's right in your favorite thing to look at, turnovers. I see you getting excited to look at it already. Shellstad, damn, he killed us. He can have 5 straight games where he scores 15 to 20, and then you take his over 14.5 and he scores 0. He's that guy.
Yeah, he's been such a tricky player all year. I mean, very, very night and day in a lot of stuff. It's not bad. I mean, not really one that I would typically target too much. He's just pretty disciplined, and I mean, I will say I do like the fact that his playmaking has been on the rise over the last month now. So I mean, that definitely plays into it. But he's typically just not a high turnover guy. I mean, he could get 2. I wouldn't be surprised if that usage rating stays the same, where he's been scoring all these points and really going crazy. Sure, makes total sense.
Yeah. Could lean the over. If you had to pick, you'd pick the over. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good with the questions. I think we're good with all the comments so far, and appreciate you guys a lot as usual. 27 likes we got there, E, and we have a decent sized slate and board to go check out.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Sorry, I gotta get this play in. You got 1 minute.
What you getting in, E? What you getting in?
Or the hockey play, or the
gotcha.
taco play.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got my $5 in already, baby. Let's go. So bunk. I even switched accounts and they found me, bro. They found me so fast. I got tacos for 1 week, the right thing, and then it went to 5. Prizepicks, those sneaky bastards.
Yeah, you're not the first person I've heard say that recently.
Yeah, they don't like giving money away.
All right. Well, speaking of giving away, we are gonna give it away on out of here and check you guys out in the Discord. Underrated, you got anything else for us today, man?
No, sir. Just be ready for the tournament brackets. They're going to be having the whole tournament thing, 64, whatever the heck they call it, March Madness 64 tournament. I forget what they call it exactly, but that will be in like a week, I think, week and a half. So going to have a little contest for that and have some cool prize. You know, probably maybe make it just be a part of the Discord. You know, don't even got to do it. Don't even got to spend money. Just come in the Discord and enter the bracket. We'll see what we can give away, but I think that'll be fun. So that's all I wanted to say. Be around for that, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Well, we are going to head out of here. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us as usual. Make sure, again, if you guys aren't a part of the Discord, check it out. Hop in, links down below. Still running the 7-day free trial there. And that's going to be about it for today. So we will catch you guys tomorrow. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we coming out green. Looking for that 7-8-0. How many plays we got? 8? Well, yeah, 8 with CMB now.
Yeah.
8-0. That's what we're looking for here. All right, y'all. Good luck. We'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Peace.